The babysitter sent me a photo of my son sleeping peacefully. My son was sitting beside me when I got it. I remember staring at the picture for a solid 5 seconds trying to understand what I was looking at. Same dinosaur pajamas, same blue blanket, same little scar above his eyebrow from falling off our couch last Christmas. It was definitely my son, except my son was literally eating french fries in the backseat of my car. I almost crashed. I called the babysitter immediately. No answer. Again, straight to voicemail. My son looked up at me from his Happy Meal. "Mommy, why you scared?" My entire body went cold. 30 minutes earlier, I had dropped my 4-year-old son Caleb at my younger sister Ava's apartment while I rushed to an emergency work meeting. Or at least, I thought I had. I pulled into a gas station shaking so badly I could barely breathe. Then my phone buzzed again. Another photo. This time Caleb was asleep in bed. Caption: he finally stopped crying. I whipped around and looked at my son still sitting in the car seat behind me, awake, smiling. "Mommy nuggets?" I called 911. The operator probably thought I was insane. I kept repeating the same sentence over and over. My sister has another child that looks exactly like mine. Police met me outside Ava's apartment 20 minutes later. I was already crying before they even knocked. No answer. One officer looked through the side window. Then his face changed instantly. "Ma'am, step back." The apartment door flew open. And suddenly my sister started screaming. Not scared screaming. Angry screaming. "You weren't supposed to come yet!" One officer pushed past her. The second he entered the hallway, I heard him yell, "Call an ambulance." I still thank God every day that Caleb was with me in that car, because the little boy lying in Ava's bedroom wasn't him. It was another child, and he looked almost identical to my son. Same haircut, same clothes, same scar, except the scar was fake, drawn on. The boy was sedated, drugged enough that he barely moved when paramedics carried him outside. Turns out my sister had been running something so insane that even detectives later admitted they'd never seen anything like it before. 3 years earlier, Ava had lost custody of her own son after struggling with addiction. The state placed him with another family. A year later, he died from leukemia. Ava completely snapped after that. According to police, she became obsessed with recreating him. She started stalking moms online whose kids resembled her son at different ages, saving photos, watching school videos, copying haircuts and clothes. Then she found Caleb, me, her own nephew. The officers found an entire wall inside her apartment covered in photos of my son. Hundreds of them, printed Facebook pictures, daycare screenshots, pictures taken secretly from grocery store parking lots. But the worst part, there were also photos of the other little boy, the sedated one. His name was Mason. He'd been missing for almost 2 weeks. Ava had dyed his hair darker and dressed him exactly like Caleb. Police later found text messages between Ava and someone from an underground parenting forum. She called Mason version 2, and Caleb, final version. I threw up when detectives showed me that. Apparently Ava believed if she could perfectly recreate her dead son's life, she could somehow fix what happened. The reason she texted me those pictures? Because she planned to switch them, gradually, slowly enough that nobody would notice. She had fake documents ready, medical records, a forged kindergarten application, even edited baby photos where Mason's face was blended into old pictures of Caleb. Detectives said if I hadn't stopped for food that day, I probably would have left Caleb at her apartment for the entire night, and by morning, she might have disappeared with him completely. Ava took a plea deal last year instead of going to trial. I haven't spoken to her since, but sometimes I still wake up sweating after dreaming about that text message. The photo of my son sleeping peacefully, while the real one sat right behind me eating fries.